get Hispanics?
Well, I have Hispanics call me and tell me that they're supporting him. And, 25% roughly support him right now, 20%, whatever the numbers are. But I know not all Hispanics are in favor of increasing illegal immigration. I mean, I think a lot of Hispanics believe that we need to secure the border, which is one of his major issues. And I think that could help law-abiding Hispanics if we stem the flow of illegals coming in here. Also, I think that can help African Americans that they're going to be competing with for jobs. So I think it's hard to categorize all Hispanics as being anti-Trump.
No,
I know.
yeah, go on.
I know that they care about tax cuts. I know they care about fighting Islamic terrorism. I'm sure they care about energy independence and Obamacare. I'm sure a lot of Hispanics are suffering under Obamacare. So I'm sure there are lots of issues that some Hispanic voters might say, hey, Trump is right on target. I mean, I know that there are a lot of people out there hurting in this economy, blacks, whites, Hispanics, and Asians. And I would think that Trump's message could appeal to all of them.
Well, the problem is that in Florida, for example, there's the Cuban community, and they're definitely pro-Trump, but the non-Cuban community are not. And right now, according to most polls, I believe he's losing Florida, or it's very close. But I think right now he is losing.
He's a few points behind, but I think it's close.
Yeah, and it's reachable. But I think he needs to reach them some way to let them know. I mean, look, I know he got a lot of support when he came out, to going down the escalator and saying, and in terms of Mexicans, and there are some good people too. Right there, to me, that cemented in my mind this guy. And I was on your radio show. I said, this guy,
I remember we talked about it.
I said, this guy's a clown. Back then, I said, I
mean, clown.
Well, he won, but no, I mean, you're right. He won the primary. He surprised me, surprised everybody. But you don't make those kind of statements. And even if you
I think I liked him from that day. Really, that's the day that I really said, "Hey, he's the guy." Because
you call us too.
Yeah, because he was just so politically incorrect and so different that to me that was appealing. And then, he got a lot of criticism for saying what he did about Mexicans, and he didn't back down. I like that. Because so many of these Republicans I've seen over the years try to placate the media and try to be politically correct. And it's gotten really the Republican Party nowhere.
But the thing is that if you're Hispanic,
losing and losing. So we've lost, the Republican Party's lost 5 of the last 6 elections, popular vote. Because if you count George W. Bush as losing the popular vote, 5 of the last 6. So we got to try something new, and I think Trump is something new.
He's definitely new, but in terms of again, I'm focusing. Well, how do you win these votes and these pockets, this demography, and
Well, he could. Another way to look at it is he could increase his white support from what Romney got by tapping into disaffected, working class, union member whites who maybe historically have voted Democrat. So if he loses some percentage point among African Americans and Hispanics, white voters are still the majority. If he does better among white voters than Romney, that's a way he can make up for maybe what he's losing among some minority voters. But I'm not ready to throw in the towel as far as the minority voters yet, because the bar is pretty low. I mean, 4% is what Romney got. 23% of the Hispanic vote, that's not too good. So I'm still thinking he can do better than that.
I think he's doing a lot worse from what I saw. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think he's doing a lot worse than Romney did, at least at this point in time. And we have 2 months, almost 3 months left to go. But let me just say this, that if I'm Hispanic, in terms of trying to get the Hispanic vote, and I know this is a single issue thing, but if I'm Hispanic and I'm told, okay, that that there may be some good Mexicans coming over the border. Yeah, they're over the border. It's unlawful. they are breaking the law. Okay, and stop right there and say, hey, this is unlawful. We can't have this. Like he said, we can't have a country, okay, without rules, laws, and boundaries. But to insult people, okay, who are trying, even though they're trying to break the law, they for the most part they want to work. For the most part, they want to raise a family. Okay, they're not bad people. They're just doing something that is illegal, but they're not bad people. So putting that into the category, look, yeah, it's not politically incorrect or politically correct, but it sure is, as far as I'm concerned, it sure gives people the reason to just say, "Oh my God, do I trust this guy if I'm Hispanic?" I mean, so I'm just saying that I think
Well,
the emotion.
we'll
Yeah,
just have to see. I mean, I know that really created a big firestorm, but I mean, there have been so many firestorms since then. And I mean, just consider, Steve, the number of crises and controversies and times when the pundits have said, that's it, he's gone across the line.